So, I want to do this quick video about sleep because I typically only sleep 4 hours and 30 minutes, right? So, I have this sleep app on my Apple Watch and it tells me about my sleep metrics. And it tends to be that when I sleep more than 4.5 hours, my sleep degrades, quality degrades, right? And so, people say you need between 6 and 8 hours of sleep. I can't even sleep that long because I feel terrible most of the day. I sleep about 4 hours, you find that my sleep is relatively good. So here are 3 different days within the last couple of months where I've slept, right? That I've recorded not like sleeping, and I've noticed significant issues or significant positive aspects of my sleep. So there's one time when I slept about 5 hours. My sleep was barely on the good side. One time I slept about, I think, 4 or 4.5 hours, and my sleep quality was great. One time I slept barely 3 hours. My sleep quality was great. And the less I've slept, the better my outcome was, right? And so one thing I attribute this to is having nutrients in my system when I go to sleep so that when my body repairs itself, it has all the tools it needs to get me to the point where my sleep is efficient and it works out well in the end when I wake up, right? So I have enough energy in my sleep, do what I need to do as far as to fix what's wrong or repair and recover from exercise. And then when I wake up, finally, I'm refreshed. Otherwise, when I sleep longer, maybe the energy supply to my system isn't as efficient as it could be, and I wake up tired, right? So one of the things is I used to do triathlons. I used to ride about 300 miles a week, and I'm running about 30 miles a week. And a month or two before the event, I'm swimming about maybe a mile a week, right? And so I'm doing all this work, putting in 17, 20 hours a week training. And usually what I do is if I'm riding or running at sunrise, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, eat 4 hours before I'm going to be on the road running or riding my bike, eat something, and then that meal is going to turn into energy after I go to sleep and wake up and start riding, right? And I think that has been what molded my 4 hours of sleep, where I peak at 4 hours of sleep as far as the quality of my health, right? And so I gave you screenshots, and I'm not even sure what some of these metrics are. I'm going to ask my friend in chat, HTTP enabled app, some more questions about some of the sleep metrics that are familiar to most of us, like heart rate variability and what that is. So I'm going to ask my friendly chat GTP enabled app, what is heart rate variability? And how does that benefit sleep? Cite relevant sources and MLA format. So I asked my favorite chat GTP enabled app, what is heart rate variability and how does that benefit sleep? And the site relevant sources in MLA format. This is what it gave me. Heart rate variability, HRV, is the variation in the time interval between heartbeats, which is controlled by the autonomic nervous system. A high HRV indicates a healthy autonomic nervous system and is associated with better sleep quality, while low HRV is linked to poor sleep and increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Wing et al. 2019. One study found that HRV was significantly higher during deep sleep compared to other sleep stages, suggesting that deep sleep is particularly important for restoring autonomic balance. Vanderhelm et al. 2011. Another study found that HRV biofeedback training, which involves teaching individuals to regulate their HRV through breathing exercises, improves sleep quality and reduce insomnia symptoms. Saying et al. 2020. Overall, HRV is a useful indicator of autonomic nervous system health and can be improved through various interventions, including HRV biofeedback training, which can lead to better sleep quality and overall health outcomes. We're excited from Wing from 2019 and Brenda Helm from 2011 and from Zhang from 2020. Now, it seems that what it's saying that deep sleep benefits from heart rate variability. So in my theory, though, like if you run the same distance every single day, I think that will yield a heart rate variability that is relatively low versus if you train at different speeds, different days throughout the week. So maybe if you have a 2-week training program where each day you're running different speeds or different distances you're ultimately your heart rate variability will be at a higher, you'll have better numbers and better sleep effectively than if you were in the same distance every single day. If your body's only used to generating energy at a certain rate, then it's not going to be variable, right? So that's how I look at that. So I'm going to look at another metric that's used by this app. So my ChatGPT enabled app gave me a really good answers. I wanted to know how the auto sleep app for the Apple Watch computes the readiness rating metric. And I asked ChatGPT enabled app quality AI to cite relevant sources in MLA format. The auto sleep app for the Apple Watch computes the readiness rating metric by analyzing combination of heart rate variability, sleep quality, and other physiological data. According to the app's developer, CISA, the readiness rating is determined by a proprietary algorithm that takes into account factors such as resting heart rate, sleep duration, and sleep quality, and HRV. HRV is a key component of the readiness rating as it has been shown to be a reliable indicator of autonomic nervous system activity and overall health. The Auto Sleep app uses HRV data collected from the Apple Watch to estimate the user's readiness for physical activity and other daily tasks. While the exact details of the Auto Sleep app's algorithm are not publicly available, the app's developer has stated that it is based on established scientific principles and has been validated through independent testing. Overall, the Auto Sleep app's readiness rating metric appears to be based on a combination of physiological data, including HRV, and is designed to provide users with an estimate of their readiness for physical activity and other daily tasks. So the work cited from Tantissa M from autosleep.com, right? So I have a theory. I think that if you adhere to a running cardio plan that isn't the same every single day, it improves your heart rate variability. And I'm trying to figure out an interesting way to ask this question to my friendly ChatGPT enabled app to see if I can get good answers from it. So I was able to make an educated guess that varying your times and the duration and intensity spent running will improve your heart rate availability and allow you to sleep less with the same or similar or even better outcomes. And this is an educated guess from my experience as a triathlete of putting so many miles on the road running and cycling. I asked my friendly ChatGPT enabled app this question. And so I got a lot of sources from this. And here's my question, basically. It's about heart rate variability. And it's all wrapped up in my readiness metric that I'm getting from my Auto Sleep app. And I asked, might varying the distances and intensities of running daily improve metrics like heart rate variability, cite relevant sources in the format? I haven't even seen the answer yet, so I'm just reading it. Right as I'm reading it, I'm finding out, you're finding out real time, almost close to real time because it's, recorded days before. Varying the distances and intensities of running daily has been shown to improve heart rate variability in some studies. There we go, not all, but some studies. One study found that runners who varied their training intensity had higher HRV than those who trained at a constant intensity. Piscio et al. 2000. Another study found that runners who incorporated high-intensity interval training into their training regimen had greater improvements in HRV than those who did not. Buchheit, I apologize right now for any mispronunciations throughout this video, et al. 2009. Furthermore, a review of the literature and exercise and variability found that high-intensity interval training, as well as other forms of exercise that involve varying intensities, can lead to improvements in HRV. Plus et al. 2013. However, it is important to note that the relationship between exercise and HRV is complex and may depend on a variety of factors, including the individual's fitness level, training history, and overall health. Additionally, excessive or inappropriate training can lead to decreased HRV and other negative health outcomes. The Buchheit et al. 2012. Overall, varying the distances and intensities of running daily may be beneficial for improving HRV, but it is important to do so in a safe and appropriate manner. And there are my sources. So that was my, these are questions I always wanted to have asked. I never knew how to ask them. And I never knew some of the things that are specific to heart rate variability. I never really thought about it that much. I hope this helps you out understanding how to optimize your health. And by optimizing your health, you can also optimize your performance, and how sometimes performance equals health outcomes. Positive performance goals will almost always yield positive health outcomes if you're doing it naturally. Anyway, that's it for now. If you want help reaching your fitness goals, if you want help reaching your wellness goals, seek a fitness professional. If you want help from me, there's resources in this video, resources on this YouTube channel, and at iHeartGains.com. I'm Smitty. I hope you reach your fitness goals, and I'll talk to you next week.